Hey everybody, it's Michael Spring here. Welcome to Stop Drop and Let's Play Metal Gear Solid Part 6. As you can see, this video starts off just after the battle with the Hind D on the roof of the communications tower. So we're going to go back down here, go back down past all the gun cameras and see if the lift is working yet. So here we go again. I really do hate these gun cameras. They annoy the hell out of me because you either have to waste a rocket or two to destroy each set of them, or throw a traffic grenade for each one of them. So as you can see, I'm going to throw chaffs. As I showed you on the way up, there's a good old little timing method to do it. It's throw the chaff on the third flight of steps going down. So as you see, there's 1, 2, and throw it here. And it should go off just in time to protect you from the cameras. There we go. Now there's 4 sets of cameras, of course. One of them has, the first one has 4, the second one has 3, the third one has 2, the last one has 1. Same as on the way up. So this lift down here, it wasn't working for some reason, and Otacon was trying to fix it. So we're going to see if it's fixed now. I have a sneaking suspicion it is. And here's the last camera. Now. And yes, the lift is working. So I'm going to equip my FAMAS there, as you can see, and my rations. That might be warning you that something is coming up. There we go. Lift is here. Little puzzling noise goes off. Lets you know that there might be a bit too much weight on the elevator. And surely Snake's not that heavy. Here we go down. Now message there from Otacon on the codec. And now, as you can see, there's some stealth suited soldiers in the elevator with us. So basically, the best strategy for this is to keep moving, kind of zigzagging around the place, circling around. You probably will get hit once or twice. Thermal goggles are handy here if you want to see them, but you can still kind of make out their outlines anyway. The stealth gear isn't perfect, so just pretty much lay into them with the FAMAS. It's the handiest thing to do. Once one of them's on the floor, make sure to just aim at another one. There we go, he's aiming at nothing. And that's it. All 4 of them are dead. It's not that hard. Bit of distortion there. Now we're at the bottom of the lift. You can run around here a little bit and collect up some ammo, rations, stuff like that. Those PSG1 bullets will be handy for the next boss fight coming up, but I'm going to show you an alternative way of doing that boss fight that you won't need to use a sniper rifle, although I do use it once, just to add a little bit of style to the end of the video, I suppose. Throw a little chaff here to avoid that. A few more cameras in here now. That chaff should last long enough to protect us. Gun cameras, I suppose. That's my name for them anyway. I'm sure there's a proper full-on name for them, maybe turrets or something like that. So here we are out in a snowfield. It's actually, this area is actually one of the most memorable parts to revisit in Metal Gear Solid 4. But as you can see, there's a sniper aiming at us. Sniper Wolf, I assume. So here's the start of the fight. Now normally the first Sniper Wolf fight is a straight on sniper fight. You have to fight it with the sniper rifle. But I'm going to show you a different way to do it for this fight, which you have a couple of ways. You can use the Stinger here if you want either, but I used the Nikita. There we go, I was great with that. Hit it off, I hit it off some of the overarching whatever you call it, terrain. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Anyway, just gonna use these. You can hide over in that corner there. She can't hit you, and you're pretty much safe to fire as many rockets at her as you want. So just make sure you use the little ramp there to get the Nikita up to the same kind of area she's in. There we go. Now you can see there I unequipped the weapon. Well, that's a great way to get it to go off exactly when you want it to, instead of having it hit her. So like she was running past me there, I unequipped the weapon and that automatically makes the missile go off. Did the same thing again there. Just gonna make sure you re-equip it so you can fire it again. So she'll keep moving up and down this area and trying to get a shot on you, but of course if you stand right there she'll never be able to hit you. Now of course I find the all-out sniper fight to be a lot more entertaining, and it's a lot more fun and everything, but I just thought for the purposes of this video it'd be cool to show off a little optional way of fighting her that some people might know of, and it might help them if they were struggling with the all-out sniper fight. This battle's a lot better than the one in the communications tower, because I find you can hit her far too easily there, because all she can do is run back and forth across a little area, but this has a load of places where she can hide behind stuff, and you have to move around. The terrain does be in your way and stuff, so you have to move around and get a perfect shot on her. Now I've decided there to end the fight in a different way. I'm going to do a little bit of showboating and try and finish her off with a nice little headshot. As you can see here, I'm trying to move around and find her. It's hard to get a shot on her sometimes. Just gotta keep looking at her, see where she is. Hope she doesn't hit me first, and there she is. Equipped the diazepam, use one, and let's see if I can nail her. Bang. And she's gone. Now, after the nice little health boost, all you have to do is run straight forward here and you'll start a lengthy cutscene combo, which are some of the most memorable cutscenes in the game actually. I actually wish I didn't skip these cutscenes for the purposes of the video. Here we go, throw the chaff there to get through past these gun cameras again. And down the steps, and this is where you have to switch to disc 2. Now, here we are, disc 2, straight down the blast furnace. Not sure if I previously mentioned this on an earlier video, but this is actually the digital copy of the of Metal Gear Solid that I bought off the PlayStation Store. So just scooch over there, get some soak-on bullets. And that thing there that you can see, if that hits off you while it's moving, you're a goner. It'll knock you off into the molten stuff below you. The best thing to do is you duck down there, it'll move over you. I think funnily enough, that was a part that was quite tricky for me when I was younger. The first time I played through it, I thought I had to destroy that thing with the Stinger missile, which of course was alerting every single guard in this area. So we get this guy. That was a close one. A little bit higher and he would have seen me. Thankfully the game's AI wasn't advanced enough for him to actually look up there. So we'll wait for the elevator to come up and prepare for another fight here, similar to one on the last elevator we came down, except they're not wearing stealth gear this time. This elevator, I'm sure it pissed a lot of people off in its time. You spend a lot of time going up and down two very similar elevators in this section of the game, doing the PAL keys, which we'll get to very soon. Yeah, see, there are lengthy elevators and lengthy codec calls during the elevator rides as well. So this is what I was talking about here. Anyway, here's the fight. There's 3 dudes. Just follow a similar attack pattern to the last elevator. And you'll have the fight over and done in no time. Actually, a very handy way I fought. I just remembered I used to fight them was when you press square when you're running to do the kind of throw. You can actually throw them over the side if you time it perfectly. Maybe I should have showed that off here. Anyway, this guy's nearly gone. There he is. And that's the end of that. So here we are now. There's another gun camera hidden around the corner here. I think it'll get me this time. As much as I can remember, I think it was one I actually forgot. So you'll see now there's a very similar elevator as well. And there's mines to snakes right here when you go in, just down. The battery is low. The controller, just facing the elevator there, behind at the bottom of the screen there, basically there's a few mines. So if you run exactly where I ran there, you'll be grand. But just look out for them. So here we go, going down this lengthy elevator again. And a few ravens will start to appear. Oh, I forgot to edit that part out. I must have been changing it back to analog mode after I plugged it into charge. Should be getting one of those lengthy codec calls in a second. Something I had a little debate about with myself actually, whether I should leave the cutscenes and codecs in. I decided not to for this first Let's Play I'm doing, but I might do it next time. The whole thing was, you know, if I left all the cutscenes and codecs in, the start of the game would have taken up a whole video, you know, and I didn't know how entertaining that'd be. But you know, I kind of felt bad leaving all the videos out and everything. It feels a little bit disjointed when you go from gameplay to gameplay to gameplay without showing any context for the boss fights or anything like that. But sure, I'll decide for the next Let's Play I do. As you can see, here's an example of that. We're just hopping straight into a fight with Vulcan Raven. It's a cool fight. Bit of game of cat and mouse. If he sees you, he's gonna shoot at you straight away with his big massive gun. Nikitas are great here. Also pretty handy to use is Claymore mines and C4, which will all come into play at some stage during this fight, because I barely have any Nikitas left. Better equip the rations actually there. As you can see, my health is quite low. As you can see, he keeps turning around there just as the missile is getting to him. He actually uses his hearing a lot in this boss fight. So as you can see, when the Nikita boosts forward, if you use that boost too close to him, he'll turn around and hear that. So you see, that was it exactly there. It started boosting too close to him. So you want to be a bit far out. You want the missile to be far enough away from him. So there's the stinger there. You can see that wasn't very helpful. So I decided I'm going to use my claymores. The strategy with claymores and C4 is you pretty much have to get them where you know he's going to come. He also has a fairly annoying habit of turning at the last second. And you can also knock down some of those boxes to change the layout of the area. And I think later on in this I might actually get trapped a little bit for a second. because of that. I picked up some Nikitas there anyway, so this will help get his health down a bit. And there you can see that layout changed on the map there, so I lost a Nikita because of that. That was a close one. So it's a nice little game of cat and mouse. And there we go, nearly got caught there again. There he is, hit again by one of my mines. And you just gotta kind of try and learn his routes and guess where he's gonna go next, and just work it out. Like, and it's not too hard to get him with the mines. Here we go again. That one should get him as well. Yeah. And one more hit should do it. It's all out of claymores. I think I actually finished this fight off with one of the C4s. Yes, indeed. I can nearly guess that he's definitely going to come at me. So I'll lay a C4 there. C-more. And bang. That's that. So now that that fight's over and done with, we're going to proceed to the underground base where Rex is located. Chaff grenades, that should give you a hint that there's some electronic equipment you might want to disable in this area. You can see from the flashing lights on the radar that there's a lot of gun cameras here. I actually forget to throw another chaff here, so camera gets me. There we go, you can top up on Stinger missiles there. They will come in handy in a while for one of the later boss fights in the game. Now here we go, this is the underground base where Rex is located. You can see his leg there. Lovely pan shot up. And that's another thing, you know, about skipping the cutscenes. It's a good cutscene showing Rex in all its glory and everything, but for the first time. But oh well, what can I do now? So here we go. We're climbing up here. You have to get to. There's a couple of flights of ladders to climb up to get to the top floor. There was a little skip there for some reason. That was the top of the ladder anyway. And now this is the top floor. So you have to climb up this little ladder ahead. You actually climb on top of Rex here. Maybe foreshadowing something that happens later on in the game. Another codec call there. Lots of codec calls in this area of the game, actually. Now this little guard here is a bit tricky because you can't see him unless you go into first person. I always take care of him with the PSG1, but you can run straight into him. If you're running ahead, you won't see him. As you can see here, the camera never shows you what's to come in front of you. So, but one shot from a sniper rifle will take care of any single guard in the game, as far as I remember. Now up these steps into the little control room area. And a few cutscenes will play now in a second, where Snake will unfortunately have the PAL key shot out of his hand, which means I have to go down to the very bottom floor again, and the alarm's going off. And that alarm is unavoidable. You can't. It's due to the cutscene and part of the story, so you can't avoid that. Yeah, that should be the last guard I have to face there. A if you're quick enough. More will come if you wait around. Climb up the ladder and you're completely safe now. The alert will go down. Turn around there because there's actually a guard right below me, but you can't see him from that angle. He obviously hasn't learned how to climb a ladder yet to come up after you. So you have to go down and try and find the PAL key which Ocelot shot out of your hand there. And it's quite a humorous part of the game actually, because where the PAL key actually goes is quite interesting. It can actually differ depending on your playthrough as well. Sometimes the PAL key will just be in the little drainage ditch at the bottom, which you'll see me running around a bit first, getting some items and some other stuff, like items and ammo basically. Throw on the thermal goggles, it can be helpful. It'll show you where the items are in the water. The water's quite murky and it damages you as well. It goes down as if you were smoking. You can see life is flashing there. So it damages you kinda the same as smoking a cigarette in the game does. Decided to top up my health there a bit and pick up that extra ration. Plenty of ammo as you can see down here. Another gun camera up above. This one I decide to destroy because of my hatred for them. And now we'll run up here. And this is the interesting part. I'm looking around for a rat, because the rat has eaten the key, and there he is there actually. Bang, poor little critter. And there's the key. So it's quite interesting. The rat eats the key and you have to go hunting the rat. A snake hunting a rat, huh? So the PAL key, you have it now. Nearly at the end of the video now as well. This video is going to end just before we climb up to the last floor, the top floor. And then it'll continue on right from there. So yeah, thanks for watching and tune in for the next part. We'll finish the game off pretty soon. Bye bye.